Hello, hello, and a very good day to you. My name is Marlies. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Marley Design, and it is a special day to me. It's my birthday. Yay! I'm turning 41 today. And of course, I would like to celebrate, especially also with you, because when it is somebody's birthday, most of the time there is a treat. This is my treat for you. I create a digital kit for you, and this will be for free. It's a freebie for the next 24 hours. This kit is called the Basic Bookmaker. So I have a cover of a book, and in this case I already took some time to cover up the inside with a piece of old packaging. Now let's go to the inside pages, so I will put this to the side. In total for the inside I have 15 book pages, and they are all different. So let me go through them. I will not talk, I will speed up the video a little bit and I will show you the papers. So that were my 15 pages for the bookmaking kit, but maybe you saw a difference. Most of my papers, except for this one, are covering the whole A4 size printer paper, and this one does not. Well, because there is a difference. You have different kind of printer settings. I have printed this sheet of paper just regular, and then you will get a white border around it, and you can adjust your settings so it will cover the whole A4 paper, but you can, well, it might turn out like this. And you will miss some of the words on the top because they are cutting away a little bit of the top, the sides and the bottom. So you can get loss of words, numbers or images. This is just some information to keep in mind. Check your printer settings or do a test run first and see what you like best. I have printed two versions. I just showed you my first version and this is my second version in just a little bit of a different color. I have adjusted the color into my printer settings just to see what it will do and if I would like it. And this is the one that I'm going to craft with today. I already showed you my cover. This is the cover. I already made some score lines in it so that we have a spine. Then on the inside I have glued down a leftover piece of packaging from a large envelope. Then for the inside I already created some pages. The pages are folded in half, but because this set is with white borders, I also had to trim the pages into the right size for my cover. So let's do this stack of papers together and cut it into the right size and fold it double. So here I have the pages that are already cut into the right size, and this is my stack of papers that need to be cut also into the right size. So how do I do that? First of all, I will make sure that I have just one page in the right size, so it will fit inside the book. A little bit of space left on the top, on the side and on the bottom. You just need one page in the right size. You can use this as a template and cut the rest also in the same size. All the pages have been cut into the right size. This is my leftover. I am not going to throw it away. I will save it because maybe I want to fill up the journal maybe with extra papers like coffee dyed or tea dyed papers. And this could be like a nice embellishment on one of the sides. So I will keep it and maybe use it later. We have all the double folded papers right here. I really do love the prints. They are, yeah, really, really like old papers, vintage, but I would like to ink them up a little bit with some brown tones or something that will be like the same in this color scheme, a little bit of green grayish. And also when we take a look on the inside, I only printed the paper on one side, so this one is empty. I would also like to add some ink on this side too, so just to keep it all in the same colors and that there is something there. The colors that I'm going to use for the inking is the Distress Oxide Ink Frayed Burlap and Iced Spruce. So this is my basic layer. I combined the two colors, but I would like to add some water drops with my water bottle sprayer and then take off any of the excess of the ink, so you will get some, you know, those light drops in between. So that will be my next step. And here you can see those little white drops. And of course, later on, you can still add a lot to this book. Think about your stamp sets in the background, maybe a nice text stamp or a partial print of an alphabet or something like that. There is so much more that you can do. A piece of lace along the sides, stitch all the edges, just make some marks with a pen or a stencil. I am just giving you a base to work on even further. Now let me ink up all these papers. I will spare you the time of me videotaping that, so I will be right back after everything is stained and inked. I am back. It took me quite some time to get all the ink on all the pages. So what you can see, this is the inside of the cover. I also stained that with the ink, the Frayed Burlap Oxide, and also the Iced Spruce. And then I have my pages. The outsides are inked, and also the inside is ready to go. You can see I have done the inside with the two colors, but I also made a couple only with the Frayed Burlap, and I did some with the Iced Spruce. So for this journal book, I'm not only going to use my digital kit, I'm going to mix each section with some stained paper. So I made a whole batch, and I have used coffee and tea and some watercolors that you can see like here, down here, and a little bit in the middle. A brown tone and a little bit of a grayish blue tone. What I would like to do is to combine my digital kit, the pages, with the coffee and tea dyed papers. So I'm going to make, I think, 3-4 section that will go inside of the book. Let's jump in and make 4 sections. I have made the 4 sections, but what you can see is that my digital papers, I have cut them a little bit smaller, and my coffee and tea dyed papers are a little bit larger. But I do like that effect. I think it is playful that you have parts that are sticking out, so I do not mind. But yeah, when you do, just cut them into the exact size that you did for the digitals. Let's take a look at the cover, because when I'm going to, adhere those sections on the inside of the book, most of the time you have to punch a couple of holes on the top and on the bottom of the spine. You pull your thread through and you tie it off. But I really love this spine, and I do not want to punch any holes, and I do not want to see the thread on the outside. So I have to make, yeah, I have to think about a solution for that, because I only want those sections, and everything that you tie off, I want that on the inside. The solution that I came up with is like making an inner spine. So I have a piece of gray board covered in some packaging paper. I also did some marking for my holes on top. But first I will show you how I wrapped the piece of gray board into the packaging paper. What is in front of me? I have the cover, of course, with the spine that we have to measure. Then I have a leftover piece of gray board. It is about a 2 millimeter thickness, a ruler, a knife, and just a pen to get my marks on the gray board. First thing that I'm going to do is to measure the width of the spine and also the length of the spine, because my little piece of gray board has to fit exactly in between those two lines and the top and the bottom. My strip of gray board is ready, but of course, well, this is not really the color that we want. So what you can do, you can choose to either, you know, glue one of the digital papers on top of the strip just to give it a nice accent, or take another piece of this backing paper that we already used and cover it with this. I have chosen the packaging paper so you can see it is a nice fit on the outside, on the outline of the packaging, and I'm going to glue this strip of gray board down with the Distress Collage medium. You can see I already made my marks for punching the holes. I took 2.5 centimeters from the top down, and I divided the width of my piece of gray board into 5 parts, and yeah, then you will have the 4 dots for the 4 holes. I did those measurements on the top of the strip, and I also did the measurements on the bottom of the strip. For the punching of the holes, I will use my Big Bite, and the size of the hole will be 1/8 of an inch. And in the end, this is what you will have on the top and also on the bottom of your gray board strip. For attaching my sections to the spine, I have chosen, well, a bit of a rough, a more thicker kind of thread and a large straight needle. What I did, I lined up my section with the spine. I will find the center page of this package. Then I will eyeball the place where I have to make the puncture so I can pull the thread through. Okay, so our inner spine is done. I mean, yeah, I think we can hide this on the inside. I am doing this for the first time, so I am really curious how it will turn out. But yeah, it looks like it is sturdy and the pages are all really beautiful on the spine, on the inner spine. The next thing that we have to do is to, yeah, glue this on the inside of the cover. Let me get my materials out for that and I will be back in a second. This is the glue that I'm going to use to glue the spine on the inside of the book cover. It is a bookbinder's glue. And why did I choose this one? Because I think this is a little bit stronger and also it is especially for bookbinding. And the drying time when you have to hold it in place is not too long. Yeah, here is the book. The spine and the glue are dried. They are all attached. And yeah, this is what we have right now. I think it really looks super cool. Only thing that I think it is quite empty is the front. I do love the cover. You know, it is worn, those stains, a little bit of cracked leather over here. But I think it could use just a little label on top. So that is the next thing that I'm going to create. I found a leftover piece of paper that is in the same color as we have on the inside of the book cover. And I would like to stamp with the next stamp set. This stamp set is called Label Frames and it is from Holtz. The number is CMS 264. Out of the stamp set I have chosen the smallest one. We do not need a large one. The book is not that big, so this will make a nice fit. The ink that I will use for the stamping part is the Archival Ink Black Soot. I have my cutout label, but I think it is like, yeah, it's not like worn and old. So first thing that I'm going to do is crumple it up a little bit in between my fingers. Second thing that I'm going to do is to roughen up all the edges with my paper distresser from Holtz. And the last thing is I would like some ink on top and maybe a little bit of staining with the ink. That was a layer of ink with the Archival Ink Ground Espresso. The staining will be done with the Archival Ink Black Soot. I dabbed the label slightly on top of my ink pad and wet it down with my water sprayer bottle. And after that I have folded the label, you know, those creases, and then hold it on top of your ink pad. So only these folds will pick up some of the ink. Now I will put it to the side so it can dry. And yeah, our book is done. I mean, it is basic, and that is also the name of the kit. It is a basic bookmaker kit. Of course, you can do all kinds of things with it. You can stamp on the label, you can decorate those pages, use your stamp sets, use some stencils, ephemera pieces, papers, pockets, maybe flowers. This is just the base for your creative journey. The book is done. That also means my video is done. I hope you liked my birthday video for you guys. If you are interested in getting this free digital kit for making this book, I will put the link in the description box below for you. But remember, I only offer this free kit for the next 24 hours. So if you want to grab it, go right away to my Ko-fi shop. Have fun creating. Thank you for watching. Bye!